Missed out on breakfast? Fret not. It's never too late to grab a bite.
Hello.
Hi, Emaad. This is Audrey from The Breakfast Show. Are you ready for breakfast bites?
Yeah, I am, but you know I don't like talking on the phone, right?
Why not?
I suffer from telephobia. All right, guys, there is a phenomenon known as telephobia, and it is a fear or anxiety around making and receiving telephone calls, and it's currently gripping a lot of our Gen Z friends out there. Now, there was once a time when picking up a phone call was the main mode of communication, but with endless choices now available, tech-savvy Gen Z are consumed with anxiety by the ringing of a phone. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
I can believe it.
They're just not used to it anymore.
Well, are you guys text or phone people?
Oh, I think with our generation, I am so good with the phone. It's like I love talking on the phone.
I am a text person. I think when I was growing up, I was also a text person. So I tried not to get on the phone.
You were a pager person.
I was
surely.
a pager person as well. So I was quite happy with my SMSs and all the codes.
Yeah.
But let me clarify. I'm great at texting too, But I do see why
I can vouch for
people...
that.
I do see why people would tend to gravitate towards the texting before the calling. And I do that now as well, but definitely no nervousness when I have to pick up the phone. No.
Yeah. So in the UK, there's a college, Nottingham College. All right. It's for pupils aged 16 to 18 and older. Older pupils are expected to make telephone interviews as a pre-screening for job applications, and they were failing at that hurdle because they lacked the awareness and confidence of navigating a call. So one teacher, she said in a class of 25 to 30 students, she would imagine at least 3/4 of them will experience and admit to anxiety about not using the phone. So they run a telephobia seminar, part of a series of career-related sessions to help bring these students' phone skills back up to scratch. The session involves practicing a series of scenarios where you have to make a phone call. For example, calling the doctors to make an appointment, calling in sick to work, and other everyday scenarios. Now, we are very blessed. Obviously, we work on radio, so we should be good at doing these things. But I do feel for those who don't have the training or the confidence.
Yeah, I can't believe you said 3/4 of them have some sort of anxiety. I do have friends, and they do tend to be younger, who would ask me to help them make a phone call. And it's generally just something very simple, like calling in room service or, just like asking for something small. And I did try to ask, what makes you nervous? They're like, oh, I just don't do it often enough.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just the repetitive action of just doing it more and more.
Yeah.
I think we're blessed as well because we were part of that transition from analog to digital. So we had a chance to do both.
Yes.
Whereas the older folks did not have as much time or now struggle with digital. And then now we've got on the other spectrum, the younger folks struggling with what we used to do, phone calls.
Yeah, we certainly had the best of both worlds. The rise of telephobia was also catalyzed by the COVID-19 pandemic, during which time young people became increasingly isolated from the rest of society. A survey of 2,000 UK adults last year found that almost a quarter of 18 to 34-year-olds never pick up phone calls. 61% of the age group prefer to receive a message rather than an audio call. Over half of 18 to 24-year-olds think an out-of-the-blue phone call means bad news. 48% prefer to communicate using social media, and over a third prefer voice messages. They're also concerned with how they sound on calls because they have no visual feedback to confirm how they're doing. So a lot of students at this college in the UK, they're comfortable on Microsoft Teams because they can see visual cues or clues, right? They can read your face. They can judge your reactions. They can see how they're doing. But audio-only calls, it's just a voice. And so you can't really tell whether the other person's, quote-unquote, receiving your voice positively.
Yeah, it's a very good point they bring up. Nowadays, when I get a phone call, it's typically not so great news. Or, hey, your bill is due. Or, hey, you forgot something.
Yeah.
So I can get behind that concern or fear.
Yeah, and also with the rise of scams, we've been getting a lot of scam calls.
That's right.
And so when I get a call that I'm not expecting, I do tend to reject it, not because I'm anxious or nervous. I'm just like, who's calling me?
Yeah.
But I think it goes hand in hand now that, whenever a phone rings, I'm like, who is this now?
Plus,
What
I'm
could
so
this
busy.
be?
I don't want to do it now. Just call me when I want to be called.
Indeed. All very valid points. Now, here's what a career advisor suggests you can do. Very quick, few tips. Prepare your environment. Make sure you're going to be in a quiet, safe space where you're not interrupted. Your phone is charged and working. I do see this as a problem amongst many people. Write yourself a little script. Think about what you're going to say. That can help to minimize your anxiety. Writing a cheat sheet or cheat notes, which can remind you of what you're going to say. Also, practicing breathing exercises. If a call makes someone feel anxious or overwhelmed, you can notice the difference in slowing your heartbeat and making you feel much calmer. So it's really trying to see that actually answering your phone shouldn't be dangerous and that you can very much be in control, encouraging students to take back power and know that if the call is something they don't want, they have the choice to end the phone call, and that gives them power.
Oh, take back the power. I like it.
Power to the people, folks.